Oh, put me right here. Nice.
At a door.
So now we must locate the wonderful shadow trials again.
Yep. You know, when you wake up and there's this weird filter over everything, you're just going to have a bad day.
Gonna have a bad day.
Filters usually do that.
So
That's true.
let's go straight. That should lead me to one. Is there a thingy down there? No, go down. Go down, War. Oh no,
it's just seaweed.
It's just a thingy.
It's an underwater plant.
Jump.
Very pretty water.
Did you guys hear about the new DBZ?
The Arc System Works DBZ game? Yeah.
DBZ
I didn't actually read
fighters.
that article, but I saw DBZ cross Arc Systems. And
People were fucking losing their shit on
A
Twitter.
3v3 tag team fighter
oh shit!
from Namco Bandai and Arc System Works.
Now is this? Do we know if this is DBZ or do we know if this is going to bring in like overall Dragon Ball franchise, including like Super and such?
Well, it's called Dragon Ball Fighters. I
So
think
it
is the
probably is going to
name.
include other fighters,
all the
full
all the
franchise.
screenshots have just shown Dragon Ball Z stuff.
but it looks fucking good.
What thing do I have in my store? Is that like Drain Health?
No, it's the one that generates like chaos or wrath or something. Oh, it's the one that generates health as you beat people up.
Leech's weapons.
Leech.
I don't think it was that great, but we'll give it a shot. Alright, what's my thing?
Got to counter.
Counter! Kill 5 enemies using the only block and projectile counter attacks within the time limit. Where's my... Whoops. Come to me, demons! So I may block your attacks.
people. Yes.
Bonk. Eat it. Does this count?
Nope.
No, I actually have to murder them with the
You have
counter.
to kill him
Okay.
with the counter.
So I gotta wait. Alright, come on, buddy. Come on. Come on. Alright, get up, 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 get up. Come on, come on, we got stuff to do. There we go. One.
Finally did it.
Yeah.
One. No, we got double action now. Come on, buddy.
Oh,
Come
no.
on. Attacks, actually, that's very forgiving.
I wonder if the counter windows open long enough that you can counter both of them at the same time if they attack at the same time.
I would hope so.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. I do pretty big sweeping attacks, so hope it... Oh, I countered him, but I attacked... Oh, because I was locked on him, that's why. Whoops.
Yeah.
Your friend hit me, so I kicked your ass.
That'll show you to have
Come
friends.
on, come on. Whoops. God damn it. No, no, no. Oh, so scary. Oh, fuck. Come on. Oh, it didn't. Okay. Come on, game.
I feel like this is an awkward relic of mid-aughts video games. That whole like, let's do a weird random new mechanic tutorial halfway through. It's
Well,
very
the funny
finicky
thing,
and
like,
picky. Do it right.
The funny thing about it is like you can like completely not buy this move.
Yeah.
No, this move is given to you.
Is
The
it
counter?
Okay.
Yeah, it's just given to you.
But
So I countered the other guy because I'm locked onto him. I
in
countered
the
him.
age of timed blocking.
Come on, dude. Whoops. God damn.
Ow. Stop trying to hit me and hit me.
All right. Fuck, I double blocked. I'm bad. Damn it.
You said it was me.
That's accurate. Yeah.
Come on.
You look like the warrior tank I had in a duty roulette the other day.
The thing is
It's
if
taking all the hits on the face.
you can't like spam guard because if you do
Right,
like
it's a time block.
you'll cancel yourself out of it. Because I guarded once and then I tapped the button again by accident. It broke my fucking attack. Oh yeah.
I'd prefer not to.
Now the warrior tank that you had in that duty, he was tanking him on the face because that's what he does. He's a warrior tank.
Yeah, but I've seen like the base class and others of that job do better.
It's because they were using cooldowns.
Yeah, but it's like this guy was using no cooldowns, and I was all like trying to do the 14 dance of yo, I'm gonna hit stuff with my spells, and then it was like nope, I can just have to stay all out of cleric stance, and I wish it was June 16th right now, so I didn't even have to bother with stance dance. Because at least then I could do it instead of having to waste 5 seconds of stance dancing
Right.
every time I want to open up that rotation.
That's the worst part is that it triggers GC. No, it shouldn't trigger GCD both ways.
It does it one way, but there's a cooldown on the ability. On
Oh right,
one
because
side.
you can't pop it and immediately deactivate it. You actually have to
Yeah.
wait for it to cool down. That's
So if you
really
pop it, you're committed for 5 seconds at least.
Don't die for 5 whole
Whoops.
seconds, please.
You're going Astro, right, Bobby?
Yeah, I'm already 37 Astro.
Nice.
Darksiders episode 6?
No, this will be 10.
10.
10.
I can't count.
Darksiders is kind of it's a lot of filler
The one in
going
which we
on,
don't
so
talk
we
about
talk
this
about
game.
other stuff.
Well, it's gonna be hard to top the episode. We spend the first 5 minutes talking about the glory that is Cold Steel the Hedgehog.
I mean, that's true.
What do we got for us this time? Scary, fucking Sauron.
A
eyeball.
work email at almost 8:30 at night. Oh boy.
Oh, that must be important.
No, no, it's not.
Hello, friends. What's the trial for today? Generate chaos by damage. Kill 30 enemies using the destructive force of. I just gotta kill guys using the.
You gotta Hulk out.
I got to use the power.
Get angry. War. You need to be angry.
Always be angry.
But yeah, so like Astro, right? Like they have like the best like clincher heal, and I love it because I can basically just like it has like Shaman Mastery built in, so that the lower health it's an instant cast, and the lower health the target is, the more healing it does.
I think all classes have that.
Whoa, that's a new guy.
Well, White Mage doesn't have that though. Like they just have higher potencies on almost all of their healing, but they don't
No,
have like an instant cast boom.
And they don't have an instant cast, but they get access to Swift Cast.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what they take Swift Cast for. You have to be in your chaos form for that one.
Well, I think between 50 and 60, they get
How the
like
fuck am
some
I doing
other
that?
better stuff, like some bigger heal.
Did I buy some combo? I don't remember.
Probably. It's been like a week and a half since we played the game.
It's been a while.
Although I'm toying around with, because right now I'm leveling Machinist.
That's what I thought I saw. Okay, yeah.
Just for shits and giggles because Samurai's not out yet, and that's what I really want to play.
Yeah.
I'm toying around with different ways to actually do the priority in the rotation. Because Machinist, unlike a lot of other like damage classes in the game,
Right.
they work on this weird kind of proc system
Uh-huh.
where you proc an enhanced version of your order of abilities.
Right, right, right.
So you have like shot 1, shot 2, shot 3. Shot 1 is the heaviest kind of raw damage,
Sure.
but shot 1 can proc and enhance shot 2, which makes shot 2 do more damage. Shot 2 can proc and enhance shot 3, so on and so forth.
So you kind of change it through a
The
combo.
thing about it is, unlike melee, like I don't know, have you played any melee classes?
I leveled Marauder to 3.
Okay.
So
So
no.
no. So melee classes, and Louis can kind of attest to this, their combat system works differently because it's literally attack 1 goes into attack 2 goes into attack 3.
It's
They
all
have
about your
very
combos.
fixed combos, yeah.
Any attack that differentiates from those lines,
Uh-huh.
unless it's something that branches off of one of those, hey, you got a trophy.
Yeah, I got a trophy.
Slayer.
I don't know what that is, but
Will
yeah.
interrupt your combo and you can't do anything. And you know what? I think those little like power geysers like eat your wrath, so you don't want to get hit by those.
So you have to build up the wrath to get the chaos to kill things quickly.
So the other day, because I was like, I'm gonna deep dive this class because I have nothing better to do with my time.
It's a good thing it's almost completely changing into a new job.
Right.
in
Well, actually, no.
Stormblood.
It's not almost completely changing into a new job. It's staying what it is when you level, versus becoming a different job at level 50.
Well, from what I heard though, like Yoshi P is saying that like it's designed to be totally different. In fact, in almost all terms.
From what it is right now. From what it is currently at 60.
Well, but it's also I thought it was also changing for the leveling experience because you have brand new mechanics. They don't get I think they don't have cast timers anymore.
That you don't have cast timers when you level until you hit 50.
So there's abilities with cast timers. Okay.
It's an ability that it's essentially there's this ability bar it gets that changes all you. Instead of doing auto attacks, you're all cast time,
right.
and but all your ability to do like 30% more damage, right? Machinist gets that too,
Gotcha. Okay.
and it's probably a novel way to play the class, but it's 100% different from how it's played as you move.
Gotcha. Which it won't be now because that won't be a thing once you go over 50.
Right. So,
Thought we
anyways,
sit around again. Goddamn.
so I've been reading, because like I said, I'm doing a deep dive on this class just because I like playing it. It's fun to play. And was looking up like priority and like how to high level play the class,
Right.
and not going into like, oh, these are the openers you need to pull. Here's
Sure.
the order of operation. I'm like,
Because that's the stuff that is going to
I'm
change.
level 30. I don't care about that shit.
Yeah.
And so I'm reading all these guides, and they're like, yeah, if you proc shot 2, then immediately hit shot 2. If you proc shot 3, use shot 3. And I'm like, playing, and I'm seeing because the buff you get for proccing it is it's a duration. It's like shot 2's enhanced buff is like 8 seconds long.
So you got to be pretty quick on the draw.
Not really. Like you've got a little bit of time. So what I've been
casting, yeah.
What I've been doing is, and because the cast time is essentially a replacement for your GCD.
Yeah.
I've been playing around with opening up both enhanced shots and just queuing up the buffs instead of going 1 2 3
Right.
1 2 3 1 2 3. Like you go 1 if you proc 2, you go 2. If you proc 2, you go 3. Then you go back to 1. If you proc 2, then you hit 3. Then you hit 2. If you proc 3, then you hit 1. In a way so that I'm never casting the standard shot, and that's unless I absolutely have to.
Okay. Interesting.
Unfortunately, like it's kind of really it's a really kind of fun way to play the class.
Sure.
This is Bard, right?
No, this is Machinist.
Oh.
It's a really fun way to play the class, but I don't know exactly how effective it is.
Right.
Because there's no in-game damage meter, so I can't gauge the level of damage I'm doing.
Ooh, okay. Kill 15 enemies with environmental weapon attacks.
Yeah.
World of Pain.
Beat this guy with a car. Do it.
Is it gonna rain cars? It's
Yes.
gonna
Yep.
rain cars.
It's going to rain cars.
Hallelujah, it's raining
Raining cars. It's raining cars. Time to throw some cars.
But, I mean, I feel that I'm doing really good with it.
Yeah.
Because, like, bosses die super fast.
And in the world, it feels pretty good, I bet.
I haven't really... Actually, since I haven't played the game for the past couple days to build rested experience, I've mostly been doing it in dungeons.
Oh, okay. That's kind of like how I've been leveling Astro, but it's more been a time constraints thing. Like, I'll hop on and it'll be like, okay, I've got like 90 minutes, so what do I do every day? You do a duty roulette for leveling dungeons, you do a guild test roulette, and then it's like, let me do 1 or 2 lev quests.
How much experience do those give at the end? The guild tests?
It's decent enough that I've gained about 2 levels a night on average in about an hour.
Okay.
So I haven't been keeping super tabs on it, and I think some of it's, of course, because I'm getting the healer bonus of, hey, thanks for filling out the queue.
Right.
But yeah, it's substantial enough that it's worth doing the guild tests because they take so little time, and the bonus is so
literally
good.
Here's game mechanic. Do this.
Yeah. Well, and a lot of times they'll get placed into like the intro guild tests.
Right.
So it's like, okay, I literally just sit here and spam damage because this level is so low that nothing is going to need healing.
Right.
Unless somebody really fucks up. But even then, you can't really fuck up most of those mechanics. Like, none of them have, except for the end bosses, have, AoEs of any sort that you have
And a lot of it's like, don't get hit by the AoE, man.
Yeah. And even if you do get hit by the AoE, it's not like the end of the world, because it's a completely fixable thing.
Right.
Bigums.
Especially since I still get, fuck, I keep forgetting the name of it. It's like Essential Dignity or something, the big mega heal. Instacast, yeah.
I really just wish they instead of losing them, they would scale the abilities down.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah.
Especially because, as an Astro, you don't get cards until 30.
One of the
So
big
literally, you're just this gimped white mage.
if you're used, one thing that pissed me off a lot in Heavensward is when you do a leveling and you get anything that's under Heavensward, your whole rotation was almost the whole way you play your class changes.
Yep.
It's even worse for the new jobs from Heavensward because playing Dark Knight and you lose access to a lot of your Dark Knight stuff. It's like, oh, I get hit 1, hit 2. Okay.
Because in Heavensward, one of the new things with Dragoon is managing your Blood of the Dragon buff. But any dungeon you get that's below Heavensward, you lose that. So you go back to playing how you played in A Realm Reborn.
Which could be entirely different.
Which is almost completely different because you're no longer trying to juggle that buff and with attacks that extend the duration.
I can't imagine how much more annoying it's going to be in Stormblood with the job bars and resources. All being 60 to 70 things.
From what I've heard, specifically Dragoon, it's actually not that bad.
Yeah.
essentially you'll get Blood of the Dragon up, and then you'll just do the one rotation, because you lose... A lot of classes are losing damage over time effects.
Yeah.
Unless it's part of your class. So, like, of course, Summoner and Scholar are going to have dot effects, because...
And Samurais get 1 60-second duration now.
Yeah. But I think
Pretty
it's
high
one of the ones
potency.
that, if memory serves, it's one of the ones you have to spend one of your class resources on.
Yeah, I think you have to spend a cent on it.
Yeah. But like Phlebotomize and all the other like Dragoon-based ones are gone. You literally just poke people with your stick now, and
Interesting.
they don't bleed.
Oh, look at that.
You know what's super annoying though, and I know it's going to change next week, literally a week from when we're recording this, is the cross-class thing. Because on my Astro, it's like, oh cool, I can take some of my White Mage stuff, like I can go grab Protect and Stone Skin, and Cleric Stance, because that's how you get Cleric Stance as an Astro.
Yep.
Well, I can use Cleric Stance pretty much all the time because it activates at level 10, so any level same content, it's fine. But then, like, my Protect and my Stone Skin are 20 and 30, so there are a good number of dungeons I've gotten. Like, if I get Sastasha or Deepcroft or any of that,
Right.
it's like, you're not going to have those basic toolkit healer things.
I think
So-
they're trying to remove reliance on Protect.
Yeah. What I've noticed is that because everyone can cross-class Protect, it effectively is just a balancing thing. Like, we have to balance physical damage in dungeons and raids around it.
Don't we need to do all 4 of them?
Yeah, I have to go all the way around to get to it.
Gotta walk.
Wasteland.
See, it's all the way around up there. Wait, unless well, I can probably get there anyway. Since
Well, we're walking there because we can.
We sure can.
whoops, wrong button.
Because I'm, and this is probably wrong, because I was hearing talk on like the subreddit
Uh-huh.
about how Protect and like Stone Skin are going away or something like that.
I think that they're removing them from... They're not going to be a part of the healer cross-class.
Because like
so-
Paladins won't have access to Stone Skin, which is actually better than having Cure.
Where does Stone Skin come from?
It's a white mage
Conjurer,
ability.
yeah.
Conjurer, yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, you're totally right. Yeah, it is. That's one like one of the usually the 2 buffs you'll get, like Protect and Stone Skin.
Yeah, because you get Stone Skin 2 as a white mage, but... Which is the same, it's just AoE, so you only have to cast it once, and it...
You don't have to cast it.
Which is good, because Stone Skin's cast time's kind of a pain in the ass. When you're trying to do it on a whole party, let alone a full party, or like a raid.
Right.
All right, guys, what's our last trial? What we doing? What we doing? Come on, game. What we got?
Defender.
Throwing
What you
buses.
got for me, game?
Sorry, I had to look into my memory. It was Defender.
Killing Sauron.
Again.
Argent Defender.
No.
I was looking at Paladin stuff again today, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around that.
Hit the button. Receive the not die.
Keep at least one
There you
undead
go.
soldier alive throughout the time limit. Bonus souls will be...
Prop Paladin's actually really, really easy. It's a matter of...
These are all my buddies. I got to protect all my buddies.
I guess so. Yeah, party. But yeah, like, Prop Paladin is super simple in that you basically hit Avenger Shield for Mad Threat and pulls.
And then just hit Hammer of the Righteous and get your little spinning hammer.
Yep. Spinning Hammer is pretty much the best talent you want to take it. You want to hit Shield of the Righteous when you're going to need defense, but because you get 3 charges of it, you usually only keep 1 on like available, and you usually hit 2 of them to like smooth out your damage intake, especially because you have the lowest health of any tank. So
What I've heard, what I have read though is that the spinning hammer can proc multiple times on the same target.
Yep. Oh yeah, it's pretty great. And then it's just a matter of using your instacast heal when your health starts getting low. Because it's off GCD and it doesn't trigger anything, so you can hit it literally whenever.
That one heals for health
It's a
missing.
third
right?
of your missing.
It's 30% of your missing health.
So yeah, it's health based on health.
And you can take the talent, I think that slightly amplifies it, but it also makes it targetable to anybody.
Yeah.
I think is the talent.
It's like Hand of Protection or something.
Yeah.
Speaking of other like class-related stuff, man, hitting 17% for the versatility, I guess, is the sweet spot for Death Knight.
Yeah. The verse is strong for all tanks, but like especially the Healy tanks I've noticed. Like for Demon Hunters, it's similarly really good. Now, are you talking 17% like is the character sheet stat or 17% defense? So like 34?
No, 17% just versatility, not
Total,
defense.
I was gonna
So
say,
I'm
if you
like
have 34% verse, holy shit.
That means I have no haste. No,
You have nothing.
I've hit what's considered the balanced medium.
Yeah.
So it's It's like I've got like almost, it's got about 17% crit. I've got almost 8 because like 17.96% versatility.
Well, still though, that's good because that means you're
And I'm
close to 10%.
pushing with bone shield up. I've got like 42% haste.
Okay, nice.
So
I was gonna say you're.
this is the one week where I'm like, oh, Bobby's threat is really not that bad.
Yeah, well, I mean, burst helps. They boost that damage, and that boosts your threat.
And then getting concordance this week was kind of crazy because it throws me to almost 30% versatility.
It's gonna be real interesting to see how that matters in 2, because like Nighthold, the fights are familiar, and it's kind of like, yeah, you know what you're doing, you know what's up, but
because it's like a strong like high 20s, almost 30%, just offense versatility, and then it's like obviously half of that for defense.
yeah, if you're at 30, then I mean like 15% defense is nothing to laugh at. That's potent.
Right. Well, that and then like my 2-piece. I don't know about Demon Hunter, but I know about Blood Decay. The 2 pieces, Blood Boil can proc another 2,000 versatility.
I think it's similar, but it's like Immo Aura, I want to say, for Vengeance. I think it's been a long time since I looked at the bonuses, because once I knew that we weren't getting to them in 7.2 for reals, it was kind of like, okay, they're clearly going to balance these more in the coming months.
This is crazy. I have to do the whole time limit here.
Yep. It's okay. We'll fill your dead air by talking about video games, but other games.
Other video games.
Chaos.
Big monster battle.
I've also kind of, back to 14, I've also kind of missed playing as a paladin in that game.
They're the tanks I like to heal the most, just because... Actually, Dark Knights are pretty good. Like, I've seen well-played Dark Knights, and that seems to be, at least as far as I can tell,
They're
well-played.
kind of like, from what I've heard, the de facto MT.
Yeah, Paladins, oh, definitely.
No, not Paladins,
Dark Knights?
Paladins are actually the last tank you want to have.
Well, I've heard, like, rating progression is usually, like, Warrior Dark because Warrior's damage.
Warriors are OT because damage is dumb. And then Dark Knight because their damage is still really good even as a tank.
Yeah.
Plus, they've got reliable regular stuff once their threats established.
That's the kind of thing I wish, like, okay, I don't know that I wish that WoW had it. Like, I like WoW's tanking game, don't get me wrong. But, like, when I was reading, like, there's been a lot of conjecture about healers and DPS in the subreddit for 14. And, like, somebody put it up really succinctly, is that, like, the interesting thing about tanking in 14, correct me if I'm wrong here, is that your goal is to hold threat and get threat in your tank stance as much as you can, but you don't want to spend the whole fight in your tank stance. You want to get threat established and then immediately switch to a DPS stance and, like, go to town.
I wish I could say yes, but no, that's not. That's what some of them think. Yoshi P, on the other hand, came out through an interview after the media tour for Stormblood,
Right.
saying he doesn't want people doing it.
Because I know, like, for healers, that's what he talked about a lot, is, like, you're not, like, I don't particularly want people to have to DPS as healers, but...
The same thing stretched to tanks, too.
Yeah.
Like, if you're playing a healer or DPS, you're playing a support or a defense role. The burden of damage is on the damage dealers.
Yeah. But then somebody pointed out really well that the thing that sucks about that game's DPS structure is that
Nice, I got another stone.
you don't have as many easy ways to call out when DPS suck, because you don't have any available in-game mechanism, and apparently parsing is kind of questionable in terms of, like, TOS.
Yeah.
It's
100%
against TOS.
Like, Yoshi P won't ban you for it, and he's kind of like, yeah, I understand why people want to do that, and I'm, like, generally, like, sympathetic to it, but can't officially, like, support it. I just wish the game would get its mod support already so damage meters could be a thing.
I don't think that's ever coming.
Yeah.
As much as we all want it, because... Like,
I would like to see DPS, like, be accountable, though, because the thing that brought up, though, is that, like, healers take a lot of flack in that game because you can see when a healer is not doing
that's where
DPS,
the meme originates of, I'm here just to heal, I'm not a DPS.
As much as 14 could benefit from mod support, unfortunately, that would alienate, like, a large portion of their player base that play on PS4.
Well, I mean, if you make an API that does it, you could theoretically have them supported on PS4 too.
Yeah, but then how do you get the mods on your PS4? And then are they officially supporting mods, or is it like
It would have to kind of be official.
Square
Yeah.
Enix official portal.
Or something of the sort, yeah.
fucking thing?
I mean, there's no simple solution. It's
Yeah.
kind of a cluster, any way you look at it. But no, that's what I agree with you on.
Because I've had like some groups where like I know that the DPS are sucking. It's just you can't really tell when. Other than that, like, man, this feels like it's taking forever.
Well, and I kind of hate the indignation that people who've been doing it for so long get when you turn around and say, well, I don't want to do that, and I'm not going to. And then they get all uppity, like, well, that's how you be a good player. I'm like, no, you be a good player by performing your role correctly.
Yeah.
Bye,
I mean,
buddy.
having like said that, I like the stance and the complexity of healing in 14 because if you're good at it, it rewards you.
We have to watch the guy climb over the wall. Bye, friend.
Yeah. I do like the fact that they're removing stance dancing, though, because, like
on the
even,
surface, it makes it
Ooh,
dumb
this armor
simple,
piece.
but it actually makes it easier to do, and it encourages you and rewards you for doing it more. Because there's still a penalty to it. Like if you don't watch health bars, or you get a cast going that you're stuck in for too long, and then you have to break out to do a heal, like you lose a lot of time.
Right. Well, I mean,
So-
and that's where I think the healer play should be. It shouldn't be in.
We're gonna get the thing for that soon.
Yeah.
It
Is
should-
that a power thing?
Yeah, that's a tool thing.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
That's the Zelda thing. You have to get the cool thing in the dungeon, so then you can break it
It's a lot of thing in one sentence.
Got to get the thing for the thing.
to do the thing.
Get that thing I sent you.
Remember the thing? Remember the guy?
From
Sent you the thing?
Caesar's palace.
The guy with the thing.
That was a reference just for me, and I'm gonna own it. I love it. Anyways, you were saying
Hold on, I lost. Let me get my train of thought back. Because
what thing about 14 and
Fishies.
healers and dancing and
These
dancing
guys-
and play?
Oh yeah, these are attackable.
You still have to watch because there's as playing a conjurer for like 20 some odd levels.
Yeah.
You still have to. There's still a lot of downtime.
Oh yeah. I was watching. I didn't watch any videos yet, but apparently people did experiments of like, in an average 14 dungeon, what's the longest? Like, what percentage of time does a healer not need to interact with heals to successfully clear? And it was something like 73%.
Yeah, you really only have to heal for the bosses or any big
Or
moments.
big trash pulls.
Right.
Well, and especially, I mean, what I'm curious about is if that includes like level sync, where you don't have a lot of like strong AOE DPS, and so you're like, okay, well, I got this big pull here, and gotta slowly whittle away at
Shit! Fucking.
God damn it.
Bye.
Timber. So
Alright, let's not
we're not
do
gonna
that.
fall off this time, right?
There's no bomb there, hopefully.
Suddenly bomb. But yeah, it'll be nice, and then like the same thing for like tanks, where we won't have to stance to quote unquote do good. Will be nice as well.
Have either of you PvP'd in 14?
No.
I've thought about it, but it seems weird.
Because what
It's
I've been
a
reading
whole
about the
different
Stormblood
ballgame.
one makes it sound really good. Because they're doing exactly what WoW did, but even more, like going even further. So it's stat templates.
Mm-hmm.
So gear is cosmetic.
Right.
Hey, buddy.
And it doesn't even have the buff thing of item level, scaling item level like Legion.
Right.
And you get basically 9 active abilities per job, and that's it. And then you can pick passive buffs, and that's where you get your customization from.
Oh.
Is you can pick passive PvP buffs. And some of the abilities that you get in that kit of 9 are, while they might be named similarly to your PvE abilities, they're completely different in PvP. Like, there's one Lancer one or Dragoon one that was called out specifically. I forget the name of it. But, like, it does something completely different in PvP. Like, it has a powerful stun attached or something.
By the side.
It sounds really interesting, and from what I've heard of people that have tried it, because some of the media tours actually got to play it a little bit, like, it sounds really good.
Yeah. Another thing that I kind of find funny right now that's completely changing in Stormblood is the hullabaloo about raid utility.
Yeah. People are still kind of doing that because they're like, oh, cross-class means somebody has, like melee DPS can take goad or stuff like that.
Right.
Which, I mean, I've only heard that. I don't even know what goad does, so...
So goad is one of the myriad, like, resource regeneration abilities.
Gotcha, okay. That makes sense. Now.
The downside to goad is it's unusable on yourself.
Yeah.
but it's usable on other people.
Yeah.
Having a level 60 ninja, fuck you, I use it on nobody.
Fuck you, use it on nobody.
I don't use it.